And we are live. Welcome to the fourth episode of the MMAngst podcast. This is the fourth episode. Alejandro, please stop doing
What are you? What?
that. That is essentially how our episode will go. Me trying to say something and Alejandro being a silly boy.
No, I'm gonna be on my best behavior today.
Oh, you promise?
Yes.
Okay. Like I said, welcome to the fourth episode of the MMA Angst podcast. I'm your host, Ben Cohn. With me, joining me as well, is Bilal and Alejandro once again. Say hi, guys. Oh, damn
God damn it.
it. I don't know if any of you can tell, but Bilal and I both have new audio equipment that seems to be
Yes.
working, which is quite nice because you can hear us and we hopefully won't cut out again.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
it'd be nice.
Like the last 15 minutes of the show.
Yeah, like
This
I don't
whole-
know if anyone noticed on the last episode listening, but I went into a long rant and then my audio cut off for some reason, but only on the recording. So there was just long silences of Alejandro responding to some phantom imaginary friend.
Those are the 18 minutes of tape that were deleted from Nick's. It's the 18 minutes that are still missing.
Yeah, but you know that the creepy thing about that is that we both heard you.
Yes.
We both did hear you.
We were
But
just
some-
talking to you like normal,
Yeah, and it didn't get recorded.
and we don't know
Mm.
why, and we never
don't
will.
Yeah.
So just a quick note. I don't know how many of our fans, all 8 of them, know this, but I have stopped training for the past 9 months due to a issue with some headaches, and I'm being mild in my description there. But I just went back for the first time today, and well, one, my cardio shit, utter shit. I didn't forget too much, but it was all right. I gassed out after 6 minutes. Normally, I pride myself on my ability to go long, hard rounds, and that wasn't really the case. So I had to take a break and roll with a 12-year-old girl. That's not I rolled. I took a break and rolled with a guy who is, competing next week, and he decided he's going to do a slow roll. Still choked me out. Got me with an anaconda and a guillotine. I want to say no, it wasn't a guillotine. What was it?
Did he pull guard for the guillotine?
No, he did not. It was I think it was a guillotine. What did he get? No, I don't remember. Whatever. He choked me twice.
Oh, wow.
And then after that, I was supposed to roll with the first guy I rolled with because that was my rest roll. And then I realized, like, oh shit, I'm so tired. So then I rolled with a 12-year-old girl who spent about 4 of the 6 minutes just talking, which was great because I got to rest for 4 minutes. And do nothing else.
What did you talk about?
I don't know. I let her talk, and I was just like, breathe, breathe, breathe. And then I had one last roll with my other Jew friend who trains jiu-jitsu. And he got way better in the last 9 months. He's a blue belt who gave me, I had to work my ass off just to like hold him down. So that was great. Good times. Anyway, I'm going to move on from my embarrassing display on the mats today. We're going to talk about UFC Beijing. We're going to talk, well, briefly, because there's really not that much to talk about. We're going to discuss Francis Ngannou knocking out Curtis Blades and derailing the hype train that all of us
Sadness.
are very, very firmly set on.
Yes.
We all talked about this fight beforehand. We all acknowledged that there was a danger in this fight for Blades just because of the stylistic matchup on the feet. Ngannou's a counterpuncher with incredible speed and power, and Curtis Blades gets hit a lot in the face when he's trying to punch. So we kind of saw this as a possibility, and we're kind of banking on Ngannou being just a little just mentally gone, and Blades just having improved that much. And turns out Ngannou can club you, and you can block it, and it'll still knock you the fuck down.
Yes.
Bilal, we're gonna start with you, and what your thoughts are on that really sad 45-second knockout loss.
My thoughts, just sad. Yeah, I
Just
think I'll start with sad.
nothing else.
Okay, well, I was firmly on the Blades hype train, and yeah, mostly sad.
I still
Uh,
am.
oh, good. I'm not the only one. But yeah, no, I thought that Blades might take a chapter out of Stipe's approach, but it just looked like he still struggles with comfort on the feet.
Well, to be
Um,
fair, I'm sorry to interrupt, but to be fair, Stipe fought a very different style of fighting from Ngannou. It wasn't a counter-punching performance.
yeah, well, I mean, Stipe still he didn't exactly pressure Ngannou. Yeah, he was trying to keep on the outside, which is the same as Blades. But in all Blades fights, you can see he's still trying to put not exactly put two and two together, but he's just not that comfortable yet on the feet, as opposed to someone like, let's say, any AKA fighter who might get sloppy with technique, but he's just extremely comfortable.
Right.
Um, and I mean, sure, Francis did hit with like the force of a Ford Escort, as we saw, and
Yeah.
drop plays with a partially block punch. And I
Most units ever.
He hit him
yeah,
with the power of a family car.
yeah, I think it went up from an Escort to a Cortina. So, because that did not look like his previous fights. I mean, who gets knocked down after blocking a shot?
Off of some,
Or
and it was a weird ass angle too. It wasn't even like a
Yeah,
proper ass overhand. It was just like he just like fucking clubbed him, like he's swatting a big ass fly.
yeah.
yes,
Like,
people compare the shot with the one that JDS knocked down Cain with. Do you remember that one?
I feel like Kane's
yeah,
was more fluid though.
Yes, yes, he did. But that's why it's not quite the same because he hit him, if I remember correctly from watching it, because he Francis hit him with the wrist, and
Yeah.
Blade blocked it. Like he blocked most of it, and he actually the position that he took was the correct position because if you're gonna get shot, like hit, I'm sorry, shot. Jesus, don't get shot. If you're gonna get hit like that, at the very least, try to take as much out of the punch as you can, and he did that. Like he's considering how fast Ngannou is throwing, he took most of the punch away from the impact, and
well,
it
to be
still
fair,
put him down. It still put him down.
I
What were you
might
gonna
have
say?
to rewatch the finishing sequence just to be sure. But at the time, it looked like he hit him behind the ear, and you could kind of see when Blades fell over, he recovered quite fast. And credit to Ngannou taking the side, like diagonally side to the back of him, so that he couldn't easily clinch up while he flurried. Blades didn't seem more hurt than he did against Overeem or Hunt. It was just that he couldn't. He was in a bad position to immediately shoot, and Francis was flooding on him, which just made things a lot worse, a lot quicker. So, I mean, it's still a good chin because I mean, who hasn't Francis rocked before? But
Also, he was like up and talking 2 seconds later. So, which
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
worried about chin yet.
he
I'm worried
wasn't
about
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Rock.
Hence, I said like behind the ear makes sense, especially from that angle. You can see meat and the way it recovered because I mean, typically when fighters get it on the chin, they seem a lot more groggy, whereas Blades, seem like he got dropped but not lost his balance, but you know what I mean. Like when Poirier got dropped by Connor, where it seems like the equilibrium goes out and they just can't stand.
But
Yeah.
he did face plant. He face planted. Like he was. I mean, that's for
Yeah.
sure a concussion that he got. I mean,
Well, I
he
mean, when your
yes,
equilibrium goes, you kind of just flop because you can't balance.
yeah.
We've seen
I'm
that.
watching it right now, and he blocks it. I mean, he could have kept going, right? But we would much rather watch this and give the guy a chance to fight later than him take undue punishment, right?
Now, I'm happy with the stoppage. I'm extremely sad, but I'm happy with it.
That
Because,
was
like I said, the way Blades got back up while Ngannou was flooding on him, he wasn't in any good position to defend the shots. ought to go for a takedown immediately after. And we saw that because he tried clinching, but Ngannou was to his side, so he couldn't easily get good position while Ngannou was repeatedly punching him in the face. So it's like
Yeah.
momentarily a really bad position, and I can't fault someone for stopping it there. Because if it did get worse, then I'd be calling it a late stoppage.
Mhm.
It was definitely not a late stoppage to me either. There was no reason to let that go on. Like he could drop them twice or three times in the span of 5 seconds. There's nothing. There's no reason for it.
Yeah. Also, one more thing. Blades is 27 years old. He has time.
He has time, but I think it is something to be worried about that he gets dropped and rocked in every fight. But
Heavyweight.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But the question is now, where did they go from here? Because we learned nothing, and against Curtis Blades, we didn't really learn anything either. So
Well, I mean, 10
He,
years time,
he,
Blade is going to be champ. That's
he
that's
goes
not
back
very
to
hard.
grinding people. He goes back to grinding people. That's what he has to do. I mean, maybe he fights Cain Velasquez. I mean, why not?
who, Francis?
Yeah, he's supposed to come back. Cain next
Nah.
year. Well, he says.
All right, all right.
I'd rather Stipe fight Kane, to be
I'd rather
honest.
if I can, I agree with that. Also, Kane will come back when he comes back, and if he comes back, great. If he
5 years from
I'll
now.
believe it when he's in the cage and hasn't slipped on the banana peel during the introduction. All right?
Oh my. Yeah.
Let me see the heavyweight top rankings see who Ngannou can face, because normally I'd say Derek Lewis, but I don't want to see that fight again.
Volkov was a good call out for him. I like that fight.
Yes.
I like that fight.
Just normal dude versus super
I-
athletic dude.
Well, normal dude who's pretty tough and can put the
But-
hurting on people. He could put the pressure on Ngannou potentially.
Okay, fair enough.
Francis.
But
Well,
you know who is very tough? Curtis Blades is very tough, and he finished him in 40 odd seconds.
Yeah, but he's also a much worse offensive striker than Volkov. Like he's not
think
any
you mean-
better defensively, but he's not any
But-
worse defensively, really. I would say.
Okay, but what is Volkov going to do? Like, is he going to
Kick him a lot.
outstrike? How?
Junior Dos Santos.
Junior is going to get knocked the fuck out. Please stop it.
No, look at
No.
Francis is one of the best athletes there, but if you look at Junior's speed and the fact that
He's not that fast anymore compared to Ngannou, for sure not.
Ngannou isn't that far. He's on the top end of the spectrum, but he still isn't that fast.
Isn't that what?
He isn't as fast as Junior.
Who's Ngannou?
Yeah.
At least his hand speed. He
His
hits a
hand-
No,
lot.
he's blazing fast. Ngannou is super quick.
Ngannou is very quick. His hand speed is not the same as Junior's because he doesn't have nearly the experience in boxing as Junior, but he moves faster than Junior, and he
But
Okay.
the punch,
shots faster than Junior.
I'm sorry. The punch that he floored Blades with, that was super quick. For a heavyweight, that was super quick.
His
Yeah, but are
single
you
punches are
forgetting how fast? Are you forgetting how fast Junior hits also?
no.
Like he's
how
not,
hard-
he's not in his prime, but his hand speed is still there.
His hand speed is still there, but nothing else is. He's not
For-
a fighter. A big part of what Junior's run was that he wasn't afraid of taking shots. That was a huge part of it. And I said it on the way up. I'm like, Junior is not any different of a fighter necessarily. And he's probably even better technically. But the bottom line is that he can't be the same person because he can't eat the shots he used to be able to eat. Remember how amazing his chin was? He ate flush shots from Carwin without an issue. Like,
Okay, yeah, I
you
can
know,
agree.
a huge part of Junior's skill set was his fearlessness. I don't know if that's part of skill set, but part of his game. And for him to lose that was a huge blow to him. He is afraid of fighting like he used to because he knows he can't.
No, I get you. I mean, top 10 heavyweight is basically 90% fearlessness. The
Yeah.
only people deviate is Alistair Overeem and
Step back.
Andrei Arlovsky.
Arlovsky is not afraid of taking shots anymore. He actually seems to be pretty okay with it these days.
You say that, but he goes back and forth. It's like he gets a win and his confidence is all up, and then he's not afraid, and then he gets touched up again and he seems to fade.
But he didn't. That's what I'm saying. Recently, his losses have been decisions, and he was willing to engage in exchange.
Yeah, but like I still can't, because we've seen this
He
before. We've seen it before from him.
High to Ivasa, like really exchanging, and then he looked like shit against Shamil Abdurrahimov.
Yeah.
So, but I'm saying like his we really deviated from the topic. Anyway, yeah, I think Ngannou should fight Volkov personally, and Blades should not fight a top 5 to 8 guy again right now. Let's step back.
Yep.
You know what? Arlovsky might be a good fight for Blades.
Yeah, get an easy win.
That's not what I was saying. I was saying that the veteran who's got a lot of craft, who can trouble Blades on the feet while also maybe being afraid to really pull the trigger, and is not exactly the easiest guy to take down, and doesn't have a terrible ground game.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
For it, I feel like.
I was thinking the same thing there.
But moving on from that depressing ass UFC Beijing main event, at least depressing for us. Just a quick shout out. Song Yadong looks really good, but Morales made him work for it. I think it's good for Yadong to get that in cage work. We're not making dick jokes, by the way. His name is Yadong. We're not going to do it.
Yeah, but don't you love Yadong?
Oh man, I love to just play with Yadong. I would love to play with Yadong.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh come on! You can't tell me that he wouldn't be great on the ground. Just
Dog
on the ground.
Nope.
Fine.
There's a euphemism in there.
Play with your dong on the feet.
Nope.
Fine.
Not in public.
Public. All right. So I'll get you a room to play with your dong. But Morales made him work for it. It was really nice. It was good to see him get the cage time. I think that he's still an amazing prospect. He's only 20 years old. I'm looking forward to Morales really acquitted himself well by the end of that fight. Other than that, Overeem got a win, which was pretty cool. So good for him, I guess. And, the Leech is a really underrated fighter. Moving on, we're going to talk about something even more depressing. Chuck Liddell got knocked out by Tito Ortiz in the Oscar De La Hoya Golden Boy of MMA Promotions. First of all, Alejandro, how proud of you, of Oscar De La Hoya are you right now for what he's put together? Like you must be welling with pride and just the amount of he's making you guys look so good, representing Mexico.
Between him and Tito winning, like that shit was just sad. And I'm just happy I didn't watch any of it.
Well,
the only Mexican that did something right that night was Efrain Escudero. Okay. And I don't know if the other guy that beat the other guy was Mexican, but good on him too. But oh my God, that was a horrible, horrible thing that happened. And I don't understand who thought that it would be a good idea. Who thought it would be a good idea?
Chuck and Tito.
And Oscar.
But why?
And Oscar.
But those are those are the people that are supposed to put on an event. Like, who in the athletic commission assumed that this would look different than what it did? You know what I mean? Like, who thought, well, this is a good thing that is going to happen? Like, how? Like, what could possibly be the reasoning for a person that is like 48 years old, that has been retired for 8+ years, to come back against somebody that has been mildly active? Like, what were they thinking?
He had that look in his eyes.
He did have that look in his eyes, but think about it. None of the commissions ever really, overall, I'm not talking about like New Jersey or randomly the California Athletic Division. For the most part, commissions suck. Like, we know that they'll sanction anything. It's not really something that we should expect. Otherwise, we should fight for something to change. But commissions need to obviously step in and, change the way they do things, or have changes seriously. Do you guys remember when Keith Kaiser stepped down as the Nevada State Athletic Commission's head, and everyone was like, "It's gonna be a new era," and it was like, "No,
Yeah, nothing happened.
nothing happened." So
Yeah.
nothing's gonna change unless there's like drastic changes, like unionization or anything like that. And then,
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if there was a union and people were getting paid, or at least an association or something, and heavyweights were making good money, and suddenly we had a bunch of Nganos in there? Can you imagine? How much money would the UFC be making right now if they had a bunch of super athletes in the heavyweight division?
Unreal. Like it would genuinely be unbelievable. The quality of fights would just skyrocket. Think about it like this: we could potentially have, featherweight, lightweight, welterweight quality fights at light heavyweight and heavyweight all the time.
Dream a little dream.
Dream the dream and time. Okay. Well, moving past the depressing part of it, we saw Chuck. He looked nothing like himself. He was.
Well, we saw Chuck. That's what we can say. We saw Chuck, and Chuck saw punches.
Chuck was there. Chuck didn't see punches. And
Boy, that's right.
He closed his
He
eyes.
dreamed it.
He literally was closing his eyes in those exchanges. So it was bad.
Oh
Once
my God.
Tito realized that Chuck was like nothing, like Tito was afraid. He's like, I don't want to get knocked out. Like, this would be terrible for me if I get knocked out again. And then he's like, oh shit, Chuck can't fight anymore. And then he fucking just decided, I'm going to throw punches at you and you're going to go to sleep. And that's it. So we needed to make this episode not just shit. It needed to be a little fun. So we have a wonderful segment. I make the argument that Tito Ortiz is actually still a decent enough fighter that he could probably compete at the lower level of the UFC light heavyweight division and beat some guys. Alejandro does not agree, and Bilal is kind of, I think, on my side mostly, but a little bit on the fence also. But Alejandro came up with an excellent idea. We're going to try and make game plans for Tito to beat every fighter in that division. We're going to start with so we're using the Bloody Elbow list created by Zane Simon, I believe, of current UFC heavyweights, and we're going to start with the first one on the list. We're going to jump right into this. Can Tito beat them? How long would the fight go? And how would he beat them? And we're going to start with Ed Herman, the foot slow ginger. I think he beats Ed Herman. I think he beats him by decisioning him with his wrestling. Honestly, I think he takes Ed Herman down and gets a decision win.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
if he's going to beat him, that's how he's going to beat him.
Yeah, but right? Herman was a former middleweight. He's not exactly a big, strong light heavyweight. He's slow as shit. He's slower than Tito. Like, Tito's hands looked faster than Ed Herman's hands. I'm not joking.
Also, Tito is massive compared to him. Like, Tito seems to just have swollen. Like,
he's big. And the dude can cut weight still. He's making 205.
Yeah.
That's the one thing Tito did better than anyone for a long time. Cut weight.
Tito's just swollen.
He's a big dude. He's always been a big dude.
So he beats Ed Herman.
Yeah, that's one. Right off the bat, he should be in the UFC. Ovince St. Preux, the number 10 ranked light heavyweight in the world.
Oh, fuck. Okay, how does he beat Ovince?
How does he beat Ovince St. Preux? He wrestles him. Like, again, Tito is still tough as shit. You know, like, it's not like he's an easy.
Easy, quote unquote tough.
When has he been knocked out last?
Chuck Liddell.
No, Little Nog knocked him the fuck out.
No, we're talking about by strikes to the head, right?
No, but just put out of commission.
Oh, then Lil Nog.
Yeah. He got finished by Liam McGeary, or what's his name? Shit.
That was a triangle. I'm looking on.
That was Bellator.
Yeah, but that was a submission. That wasn't strikes. And I'm looking at.
And he was out wrestling McGeary a little bit, so.
Okay, so that's enough. Okay, he has to win this fight.
I think. I don't.
No, just to go back to what Ben said. Now I'm checking online. The last person he lost to a non-body KO TKO to was Chuck Liddell.
Yeah.
So
okay, that's enough. That is all we need. He can take punches. We declare axiomatically that he can still take punches.
To the head.
Yeah.
Yes, to his massive dome.
Yes.
So also, Ovince feels creative in this fight, by the way. He feels creative in this fight. So he's going to try things.
I'm saying that I think that Tito can beat OSP.
I'm never picking an OSP fight. I'm never picking an OSP fight.
Yeah, but that is when he wins. That is when he wins.
OSP
I
is
think that if they
OSP is
time
a
to
thinner
go-
Derek Lewis.
What'd you say?
OSP is a thinner Derek Lewis
I
in a slightly
Okay.
better division up top.
thought
Like
that was Anthony Smith.
I won't pick up I won't pick a fight
Okay,
with
so
him.
okay, so how does Tito beat him?
He does what Bader did. He just wrestles the shit out of him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, that seems plausible. Also, we can argue Tito once somehow against all chances beat Ryan Bader. So that is enough.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. That never happened. We're not
We
talking.
need to justify the fact that Tito is going to be winning this fight. So
Yeah,
since
Tito
Ryan Bader is
so
doing
much.
good now, Jesus.
Can we move on
That's
from
fine.
this?
Yes. Okay. So Tito beats Bovins. Sampru. Who does he fight?
Potentially. John Jones.
Okay, how does he reach? Okay, he doesn't have the reach, he doesn't have the head movement, he doesn't have the hands, he doesn't have the wrestling.
I think his best bet would be go crazy with leg kicks. And I mean just start throwing them from fucking everything. Kick the shit out of Jones's legs. And when Jones starts to pick his leg up, just shoot on him or something. I don't know.
Okay, he has to win. Now he has him down. Let's assume that happens. Somehow John Jones did too much cocaine the night before and he can fight right. So
Right.
he's not going to catch him. Right?
Well, there's always the possibility that Tito wins via headbutts to 6-12 elbows.
Yeah.
Okay, so he doesn't finish John Jones.
John
Jones somehow did too much cocaine and he got disqualified.
No, John breaks both his hands punching Tito in the head.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
So-
that's
And
pretty
his
much
foot.
the only
And then he
one.
has to quit on the stool.
Okay, that makes sense. John quit on the stool.
Yes. Jean Vellante. John Vellante, I think he throws 3 straight overhand rights. Tito counters with a left hook after the third one and knocks him clean out.
Isn't that what happened to Chuck Liddell? That he tried to punch him and it didn't work, and Tito was like, "Oh, I can punch him." Like I read the breakdown of the fight because clearly I didn't watch it. I just watched the GIF.
Throwing. Basically, Tito started taunting him, and Chuck actually threw, and Tito was like, "Good God, you can't hurt me," literally. And then he actually just really threw hard and knocked him out with the first clean shot he landed.
Yeah, I don't trust Vellante.
I don't trust Vellante's chin at all. I think he gets knocked out in the third round.
But Vellante has a great chin.
What?
He has a great chin. He keeps getting punched in all his fights, and he doesn't go out completely.
He goes out all the time. He's been knocked out in
Really?
most of his losses.
How many losses does he have? I'm remembering.
8.
He's 17-10. He's got 4 knockout losses.
Oof. Why do I remember him being a slightly better fighter?
He was at one point a real prospect, and just it's been bad. He got knocked out by Chad Griggs. Oh wait, he's got knocked out less than I thought. He got KO'd by Tom Lawler with 1 shot. Shogun knocked him out. And he goes to war with Patrick Cummins and Sam Al, and not war with Sam Alvey, but
Lawrence Larkin knocked him out. I know, decisioned him.
Yeah.
OSP beat him by decision.
Technical decision. It was an inadvertent eye poke.
Yeah, bless OSP.
Yeah. Anyway, so I think he beats John Vellante by knockout. What about you?
It's sad that Vellante is a name in light heavyweight.
Yep. All right. So let's see. We got Mauricio Shogun Hua.
Oh God, just Okay, on the one hand, his striking's a lot better, and he can defend takedowns. On the other hand, Tito's
He has
a
some
lot.
chin.
Yeah, so
Shogun's chin is gone. Tito still can take punches.
honestly, this is actually one of the few fights that I might be interested in seeing, just because Shogun's more skilled but not as durable,
I think
and Tito still has dumb durability. So
I think we have to change the game a little because this next one, Thiago Santos. I think we can all agree that there's a real interest in seeing Shogun fight Tito because maybe Shogun won't get knocked out, but he probably could still lose that fight very convincingly.
Yeah.
So I honestly probably would pick Tito in that fight. I'm not even joking.
I'd pick Shogun
Shogun's
just
ranked
because.
number 13, by the way.
Yeah, don't
Okay,
make
but
me
how
even
does
more
he beat
sad
Thiago
about that.
Santos? But how
What?
does he beat Thiago Santos though?
He doesn't.
I don't know. Thiago Santos flips on
That
his
is
way to
it.
the stage. Yeah.
Thiago just decides he doesn't want to be a fighter anymore, and that's it, and just
He
forfeits.
turns pacifist in the middle of the fight.
Yeah,
He's
that's
like,
it.
it's not worth
No, it's not the
well.
middle. It's got to be within the first 30 seconds because if it's in the middle of the fight, Tito's already dead. So,
Yeah.
uh,
Well, okay, wait. To be fair, like even at middleweight, Santos he was good at stuffing unathletic shots from fighters, but he was never that great stuffing them from good wrestlers who can keep him down. So
true,
on the other hand, the rate of damage he puts on is
Question,
but
like,
nobody was able to really do that without eating tremendous shots.
yeah. And
Like,
I know we said Tito has durability still, but
but
like
not that much.
I don't know if I don't know if I'd handle that against Santos. To be honest, yeah.
okay, here's a curveball. Here's a curveball. How would he do against Joel Romero, considering he can't make 185 anymore?
Oh, good God! Why are you doing that?
Bruh.
How does that fight go? He cannot beat him standing up. He cannot beat him wrestling.
I mean, y'all probably flying knee.
Why
I don't
not?
know. He's gotten better at knocking people out with punches
I just don't know. I honestly
and
don't know.
elbows.
I know that it's gonna end with Tito crying.
Like
Which
I
is
don't want to
fine.
think about that fight. I don't like Tito particularly, but like I don't want to think about him fighting Yo.
We like him a
Just-
lot better after our earlier conversation as well.
Uh, I have no idea
Oh,
what
yeah,
it means, but it must be something
Exactly what you're
awful.
thinking is exactly what you're thinking. Sam Alvey. I think Tito wins that fight.
Tito.
He probably does.
Yeah.
I mean, Sam Alvey's
But
gonna go what?
how?
Like
If he
right
just-
hook,
Sam
right hook, right hook, and what?
What?
Try
I mean,
I don't know.
doesn't Sam Alvey just spam the right hook the whole time?
It's not. He spams the right hook left straight, but he doesn't even spam it. He throws like one every 2 minutes. Like
Okay.
Tito will beat him on like volume and just like occasional takedowns. And Sam Alvey's takedown defense is fine, but it's not. So he will get him down.
Will he?
I mean, Tito did take down Liam McGreary.
But he has.
Not the best, but honestly, I'd pick McGreary over Alvey
yeah,
just for a better ground game. And
yeah.
McGreary subbed him, but didn't stop Tito from getting him down in the first place.
Yeah, but McGreary's takedown defense sucks. And Alejandro, what were you gonna say?
Yes. No, exactly what you just said. That his takedown defense isn't exactly the most lauded, so to speak.
Is Alvey's?
No, but it's a little better than McGeary.
But I don't think it's good enough to stop a Tito takedown. And Tito
Really, but what is a Tito takedown these days?
he's still a giant light heavyweight. Like he's still a giant strong light heavyweight with good wrestling. I mean, like at light heavyweight, that means something. You know?
I guess. Well, considering he did beat Chelsonen, and he in Chelsonen did take Federer down. So by that comparison, I'm assuming that Tito could potentially take Federer down, and if he can take Federer down,
I
he
think
can
Tito
take down Sam Alvey.
Well,
What?
I think you just predicted Tito's next opponent. So.
weird note. So I should mention Sam Alvey's takedown defense is actually like 84%, which is shocking to me.
We're fucked. Then Tito can't win that fight.
No, I think he'd still win on
Who's
the
he
feet.
fighting?
He's
Who's
not
he
gonna win
fighting?
on the feet.
Yeah, I think he'd beat him on the feet.
You think so? Let's see. Okay, Sam Alvey. Who has he beat?
Who has he beaten on the feet?
The great Kevin Casey.
He beat Jean Volante somehow by split decision.
Nate Marquardt, Rashad Evans.
Rashad Evans landed 17 strikes the whole fight.
And Nate
Yeah, maybe he
Marquardt
should have
was,
thought about that.
and Nate Marquardt was like
Beyond
just
shock
on
one.
the- yeah.
And Marquardt got a takedown on him, and so did Tattle Slatis, and Rashad got 2. Ramazan Emiev got a takedown. Like Alvey is not a great takedown artist. It's just that most people don't really like. He's not a
Shoot on
good
him.
takedown artist. Takedown
Well, like,
defense.
like I can't stress enough how not as sharp worn Tito is as compared to his other fighters from his era,
Yeah.
because he can still take some damage.
Yep.
He's still decently strong.
All right,
He still has
we got to
good
move along with quick hits. Okay, because we got a lot of fighters to go through. Glover Teixeira, ranked number
Hell
11.
No, he dies.
Yeah,
He doesn't beat
he
him.
dies.
Glover is slow, but he ain't Chuck slow. So I think he'd just take Tito down and beat the shit out of him. Alexander Gustafsson.
Tito.
Tito's
How?
got it, baby. Tito's got it. No.
No,
How?
I kid. No,
Jesus Christ.
I'm not even serious about picking Tito. Yeah, that's a blowout.
Anthony Smith.
Smith.
You know what?
I weirdly see that, and that's what's baffling because he's ranked number 3.
He could.
Just an
I mean,
aside, I still don't understand. Like, I know light heavyweight is bad, but when you watch Anthony Smith fight, I don't understand how he's ranked number 3.
because he beat Volkan Ozdemir.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like,
But what? He beat Volkan Ozdemir. Made him quit. He is number 3 in
look
the
at him
world.
fight. Look at him fight.
He won.
He's
I
not
know he won.
a lot
I'm not.
better than he fights than the way he fights.
Yeah.
But like, there's a lot of skill there. There is craft there, but there's also Anthony Smith. So,
Well, Anthony Smith seems like a very I don't know why. To me, he seems like a very chaotic fighter. Like, I don't know what his plan is or what he's trying to do.
don't worry, neither does he.
It seems to me like, mind you, like, of course I miss things. Like, whatever he's trying to do, he's just holding on and he's waiting for something to happen so that he can start doing something, whatever that is. And he holds on, and then I don't know what he does, but he does things and then he wins.
To be fair to him,
His nickname is weirdly apt. Like,
Yes, Lionheart.
yeah, like it's not exactly what you immediately think of when someone says Lionheart, because he just looks so out on the feet when he does fight. But he, like Alejandro says, he just clings to something and pulls out the win.
yeah. I still think Tito has a shot, though.
Does he though?
Yeah.
No, definitely. I can't pick Smith to win, to be honest.
No,
These are crazy.
I can see him
to win.
fight.
I'm saying
Okay.
I think that Tito has a path to victory. I don't think I'd pick it.
Okay,
I
for the benefit of this conversation, that's enough.
God awful takedown defense. I'd like to point that out.
Oh my God.
40.
Can you imagine? Like, is it conceivable that Tito could beat Anthony Smith today? Like, it is, right?
I think he could win that fight 2 to 3 times out of 10.
Those are good odds for him.
For Tito, yeah.
Yeah, those are good odds.
The number 3 ranked light heavyweights. He'll take them.
Okay, next.
Next, we've got
Volkan Ozdemir.
Corey Anderson.
Mm,
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, it's hard to pick. I mean, both of them have good wrestling. Okay, you know what? I pick Anderson. You know why? He is faster than Tito.
He's a
Just
lot
for that.
faster than Tito. He's one of the fastest light heavyweights, pure speed wise.
Yeah, just for
Not
that.
explosiveness, but just like in a specific set, like just because he's smaller and like speedier, like he's like a speedster almost.
He's like light heavyweight Frankie Edgar, basically.
Exactly.
also, he's 29 years old.
Yeah.
Just by being young, he wins.
Yeah. All right. Next is Patrick Cummins.
Tito.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Where's Patrick right now?
Patrick Cummins is like a grinder, a wrestler, like a grinding wrestler.
Yeah, but his most recent wins, he got a win over Jan Blachowicz.
Huh.
When was that? Yeah,
that was in 2017, April.
That can't be right. Jan Blachowicz has quite a long win streak.
Patrick Cummins got it. He's got 4 fight win streak for Jan. But he's on a 2-fight losing streak, Mr. Cummins, and Serkinov and Anderson actually. Before that, he beat Vellante and Jan, and then he lost to Lil Nog and Glover.
Also, he made DC cry, so he has to beat Tito.
I don't. I would pick Tito to win that half the time.
No, but he has to. But 50% is good enough. He has to win this fight anyway. So.
Listen, Patrick makes awful in-cage decisions, like awful.
He lost to Little Nog.
He lost.
Okay, Alejandro, think about it this way, right? You remember the Beto Tito fight?
Oh, right.
Beto is a lot better than he was then, and Patrick Cummins is kind of sort of like how Beto was then. So
Yeah, but less athletic and less durable, even.
And not really better.
Yeah.
He's just a way worse version of Burt Bader. He's just a worse, older version of Bader from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he.
No, I'm saying 60-40 Tito.
Yeah.
Okay.
So moving on.
Moving on. Lil Nog. I think Tito wins a rematch.
Does it? No, but the problem is, who has Tito beat that was trying to strike with him lately?
Everyone.
Who?
Chuck.
Was Chuck trying like not striking at all?
Stefan Bonner.
That's Stefan Bonner.
Flamenco.
Flamenco is a welterweight. He doesn't count.
At all.
Those are the guys he fought.
That's weird.
See, that's so. If he gets in there, this guy's gonna try to put hands on him. It's not gonna work. Tito crumbles. Remember how he got finished?
Yeah. This is harder than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I'm saying I think Tito can win this rematch. I think there's like don't forget Bader fucking murdered Nogueira.
And Nogueira murdered Tito, and I think Nogueira is coming off of a win.
At hips, Nogueira murdered Tito. Tito is currently more human than Nogueira is at this point. So Tito is less shop-worn than Nogueira.
Is it weird that we're picking him against technically top 10 fighters just because he's less shop-worn?
No, Nogueira is not a top 10. He's not top 10.
Oh, did he drop?
Yeah, he's not even ranked right now.
Okay, well, we picked him against Anthony Smith at least, so.
All right.
This is extremely depressing.
I feel dirty.
Ilir Latifi, the god. No.
No. Next.
Jan beats him.
Yeah, Jan beats him.
Unless he gases, which he can do.
He hasn't gassed in a while, though.
True. Yeah, okay, Jan beats him. That was ranked number 4. Ilir was 5. Nikita Krylov.
The god.
That's a very dangerous fight for Tito, but also I see a very clear path to victory by taking him down.
But will he take him down?
Oh, he'll try. It's not
I think Krylov wins.
I think he wins based on his youthful exuberance, but
also he has a bit of that dumb power that OSP has.
I don't think he's on that.
But he's way younger than him.
He still gives people pause when he hits them. It's just that
but his takedown defense 40%.
Yeah, but
stop making it hard on me.
But why are we assuming that Tito can still wrestle the way that he used to wrestle? Why are we assuming that?
Because of the trail fight, amongst others.
But again, the trail fight. And the only way...
And the McGleary fight and Alexander Shlemenko.
Okay, but let me put this in perspective. The Shlemenko fight is a welterweight. The McGleary fight, he has tinfoil for takedown defense. Chael, okay.
Hold on. Krylov does too. Krylov's got terrible takedown defense, man.
Yeah, but he's way younger. I'm picking the younger guy.
Then McGeary? Not that much younger than McGeary.
I'm changing my mind, Tito. Now that I think about McGleary as like a sort of analog, Krylov doesn't have his ground game, and McGleary still got taken down.
Oh, McGeary's 36, but he wasn't 36 when he faced Tito. He was already 3 years younger. So he was 33.
Krylov is 10 years younger than McGeary.
Krylov's also less, but he's also way worse on the ground.
Okay, let's try to move fast through this. We're spending a lot of time. Let's just try to go rapid fire. Yeah. Jimmy Manuwa finishes him.
Knocks out Tino. Misha Serkinov.
Tough one, picking Serkinov. So Tito doesn't need that hard, and I'm picking Serkinov. Tito doesn't need that hard, and Serkinov is still good on the ground.
Yeah. Alejandro, any thoughts?
Who? About Misha Serkinov?
Yeah.
Nah, he destroys Tito.
Okay.
Khalil Roundtree. Well, Khalil Roundtree.
Tough pick Khalil just because he has a one punch, and he's Finnish guys who don't seem to have that much of a sharp punch. And
Okay. What? I got one. Does he beat Gohan Saki?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yes.
Well, I mean, we're gonna get there. He's on the list.
Okay. So Jake Collier.
I think Roundtree knocks him out just because I think Tito would be too afraid to engage and would get knocked out, and that's the type of guys Roundtree knocks out. Jake Collier.
No idea who's that.
No idea either.
He's not great. I don't remember too much about him. He's nothing. He's literally nothing special. He looks like a generic creative fighter character.
Okay, so Ben's creative fighter on UFC 3.
Yeah, like, not even. He last fought in 2017. And he saw Marcel Fortuna and knocked him. Not knocked him out. Decisioned him. He lost to Devin Clark. I'm looking at his. I don't know this offhand. Trust me, I'm not that good. He's nothing. I don't really care to even talk about him.
Okay.
Sorry, Jake. I don't dislike you. It's just that. Why? Luis Henrique da Silva, aka.
I have no.
Tito.
I don't remember him. There's a chunk of fighters on this list that I don't remember. Like, who is Kennedy Nchekugu? Who is that guy?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The guy at the very bottom of the list.
We'll get. Oh, that's a new signee. They haven't fought yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Darko Stosic.
We'll get there.
Yeah. Okay. Just
Devin Clark.
I don't remember. Yeah. I also can't remember Devin Clark.
Devin Clark. He's like he's a young, like, athletic type. He's pretty athletic. He's basically like one of those guys who's like potentially good, but also a little bit disappointed. In his loss he lost to Alex Nicholson and by KO, and he lost to Jan actually.
Those are decent fighters, so I'll pick Devin Clark.
I think Clark would win. He's fighting Alexander Rakic after actually, so that's gonna be. I'm excited because I like Alexander.
I also like Rakic. Gotcha. Ion Ayo, the Ion Cannon.
Yeah.
Lava
murders him.
But isn't he suspended or something?
No, he's fighting Glover Teixeira next.
Oh.
That'll be interesting.
I think Ian.
He doesn't guess. Yeah. E1 is kind of like if Jan Blachowicz had a lot more power, but still had gassing issues. So.
Yeah. Tyson Pedro.
Pedro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pedro just kicks his ass.
Who's Demir? Five-round fight, I might pick Tito.
No, you're insane. No, Tito is not leaving the first round. Uzdemir stopped Cormier's takedowns efforts. He stopped him.
But not for long.
Well, okay, but Tito is not DC.
Yeah, no, what makes me pick Tito is Vulcan kind of has two modes, either long-range kicking or throwing short-range hooks.
That's enough.
And no, but like if Tito gets past those kicks, what's he going to offer him?
But he's not going to get past those kicks.
Right.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
Vulcan. Dominic Reyes.
I don't even have to think about that.
He's called this. No, he's going to maul him.
Yeah. Let's just move on. I don't think anyone should need explaining for why Reyes beats him.
Well,
he knows how to throw punches.
Justin Ledet.
I have no idea who he is.
I know he is. He's got shit takedown defense, and he's a pretty small dude. I'd pick Tito.
Okay, so we pick Tito.
Oh, that's the next one is interesting. Paul Craig.
What?
Paul Craig.
Paul Craig is next.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's interesting.
Paul might sub him from the bottom because he's got some weird ass submissions, but yeah, I would probably pick Tito.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, well, Tito is quite
Scaring off Tito. I just don't see him having enough power to scare him off.
nah. Like, yeah, he has a decent game on the ground, which so I think he could maybe sub Tito.
Right,
But if I'm comparing top control to a god game, I'm always gonna be biased towards top
I
control.
have no idea who he is. I don't remember him.
the Bear Jew.
Who?
That's his nickname, Bear Jew. I don't even know if
Really?
he's Jewish, but that's his nickname.
Good on him.
I have no idea if he's even Jewish. I just know that's his nickname.
I think he's from Wales or something, isn't
Right, but I don't know if he's Jewish.
He's
I
super
don't know.
hairy or what?
Yeah, he's hairy as shit.
he? Yeah.
Do you remember who was the fighter that once showed up with not having shaved and looked like he had a sweater on? What was his name?
That would be Dave Herman.
Yeah.
Heavyweight. He was the one who also said jiu-jitsu doesn't work and then got submitted by armbar from.
That guy was a crazy good athlete.
Yeah, he could have been something, and it was just a fucking head case.
Guys, why is the light heavyweight list so long?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I feel like 80% of the people below now, I have no idea who they are.
Okay.
How about Rashad Coulter?
I don't remember him either.
Yeah.
He was the heavyweight who got knocked out by flying knee from Tai Tuivasa in his debut.
Oh shit! I'm picking Tito. That guy did not look athletic.
Look, there is a guy whose name is Darko.
Yeah.
Oh, slow down till we get there. But
Gazamirad Antigulov.
I'm picking that guy, and I'm not saying his name.
Who? What's his name?
Gazimirad.
Russian dude. Yeah.
Magomed Ankalaev. Gatsimurad Antigulov. Yes, Gatsimurad. His name is Gatsimurad.
Gatsimurad.
He wins because he has a badass name. Tito can't compete with that.
He just lost to Ion Kutilaba in the first round by a KO.
Yeah, but
only 2 wins
Tito's
are
name.
Christian.
Okay, you know why? You know why Gatsimurad beats Tito? Because Tito isn't even his real name. His name is Jacob. So Gatsimurad beats Jacob.
No, he does not. He's gonna lose. I honestly would pick Tito. The dude is 5'11" and a 70-inch reach, and he's only beaten Joachim Christensen and Marcos Rogério de Lima. I'm picking Tito. Fuck all of you.
Fuck.
Nah, but
okay.
Okay.
Adam Milstead.
E1 has actual power though.
Who?
E1 has actual power, so I wouldn't pick Tito unless I'm really confident he'd out-wrestle Russian dude with a complex name.
Fair enough. Fine. The guy is a grappler. The guy is a grappler, to be fair. So yeah, fine. We're picking Antigulov. All right, Adam Milstead.
He has a weak sauce name, so he loses.
He also got
former heavyweight, wasn't
he got murdered by Curtis Blades.
he? Yeah. Can compete with Tito on size, maybe, and he's younger. I
Yeah,
suppose.
he's a big dude. He's a big dude.
Okay, Adam Milstead.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Milstead. He just fought. What's his name? He lost to Jordan Johnson by split decision.
Whoever he is.
Light heavyweight debut, and Jordan Johnson fights at middleweight now. So nope, I'm picking Tito.
Okay.
Alexander.
Can we just go through favorites now? This is longer than I'm just.
Okay, let's go by names. Alexander Rakic. He wins because he has an awesome name.
Also, he's
Magomed.
Also, yeah, he's a good prospect.
Really good prospect.
Magomed Ankalaev.
Ankalaev. Yeah, I'm picking Ankalaev.
Okay, Gohan Saki
loses.
Yeah, Saki loses.
Prochnio loses.
Yeah, super big stuff from. Isn't that due to the flashy techniques?
Yes, he loses. He's also injured.
Yeah.
Yao Zhang loses.
No idea who that is.
No,
Abdul Karim Edilov. I think he's one of the prospects.
I know he is.
I know Abdul Karim Edilov.
No, I know who he is. I don't know who the next one is.
Okay, yeah. But would you pick for that one?
Michelle, because why not? Ryan Spahn.
No idea.
Picking Tito. Darko Stosic. Darko wins. Johnny Walker.
No idea what to make of Walker this time.
Johnny
Walker beats Tito.
I'm picking.
Yeah, I
Mike Rodriguez?
No.
Mm.
Nick Roerick.
Why not?
Does
Why?
anyone know who that
Mike
is?
Rodriguez is the most generic name ever.
How dare you?
I literally
Actually, it is. Rodriguez is like the most common last name ever.
I know.
If his name was Miguel Rodriguez, it would be the most common name ever.
That's fantastic. Honestly, I'm not going through the rest of the list. There's just nobody worth going
Nick
through.
Roerick, Vinicius Alves, Jim Crute, Alonso.
I have no idea who any of
Five
those are.
guys have no fights in the UFC.
Asamat Mur. But this
And
dude's
one of
name
them
is
has a
Manny.
USADA suspension while having never fought the UFC.
But this name is Alonso with a C, with a Z, and Manyfield.
Oh my god. Okay. Sure. Let him be, you know.
Because his last name is Alonso.
I guess. Because it reminds me of Alonzo Mourning, and Alonzo Mourning beat the shit out
I
of him.
read it. I swear to you, the first time I read that name, his name was Alonso Minefield, and I thought that guy fucks up Tito. He fucks him up. Alonso Minefield.
And with Minefield, I think we have established that Tito Ortiz can compete in the UFC today. I really think he should be signed by the UFC. He should be brought back, use him to give him like a easy fight to win, and then build up a prospect with him.
Counterpoint.
What?
Coco books Fedor versus Tito.
Oh yeah, that's probably gonna happen after
Yeah.
Bader knocks out Fedor.
Well,
You gonna pick Fedor?
he's fast and still hits hard.
And
No.
Bader's A, faster and more explosive, and B, can wrestle.
Hits harder, is bigger, is younger.
Yeah, are you really going to make the argument Fedor hits
Better
harder
wrestler.
than Bader at this point?
No. The main reason I'm still unsure is because Vader still sometimes makes bad decisions.
Well,
What was
he
the
lost
last
to
one?
And
he did
like
lose
if
to
you're
Tito
picking-
that one time.
When was the
Like,
last
if you-
decision he made? Rumble.
He lost to Tito. Lost to Tito.
No, it was Rumble.
Okay, but look here, if you were picking a fighter to win an upset, right? Like just out of the blue, you normally look for some power and a lot of speed, right?
Right, again, but we asked if
We-
you're picking.
Yeah, but let me finish. So we know Vader still makes minor mistakes, right?
Like what?
And well, who shoots from Rumble freaking 5 meters
That
away?
happened- that already happened like 3 years ago, or whatever it is, and he's been on a ridiculous tear since then. And
Okay,
he specifically, and we saw him actually get knocked down and recover for the first time in his career against Ilir Latifi, which is a huge deal.
But
yeah.
I will fight both of you right now.
yes, but he did lose to Tito.
I will come to Mexico and fuck your shit up. I swear to Christ.
Aren't you Jewish? How do you swear to Christ?
That's why I feel comfortable swearing.
That's how you know it doesn't mean anything for him.
Exactly. And with that, I guess, with me swearing to Christ, holy blessed is he. I think we can call this an episode, a weird fucking episode, but an episode nonetheless. Guys, anything you want to say before we go? And if it involves Bader losing to Tito, oh fuck you!
That was a long time ago. If they ever fought again, how would that fight go?
It would
Like-
end Tito getting mercilessly beaten up, and I would enjoy every moment of it.
Oh yes, that's like if Alexa Grasso ever fought Feliz Herrig again, and she beat the crap out of her. Like nothing against Feliz Herrig, but that would make me feel really good.
Dude, as excited as Tito was after knocking out the corpse of Chuck Liddell
Oh my god!
last night,
Did you see his celebration? Did you
Yeah.
see his celebration? Oh my god!
I refuse to watch anything from that.
So excited, and like everyone's like, just please stop, and he's just like, I'm doing the Gravedigger routine.
That's
So
like
he's freaking out. He's jumping on the cage, flexing and yelling. He's got that weird flex going on, and that's how excited I would be to watch Bader beat the corpse of Tito. I don't care.
Okay, I want to say something. I just want to say that I appreciate Jessica Aguilar. She fought yesterday. She did not win, but I like her and I appreciate her work.
Fair enough. And hopefully she's okay. Bilal, anything you want to say before we go?
Nah, I'm still sad from Blades. So let's leave it
I
there.
didn't want to
But
laugh.
look at it look at it this way, Bilal. He's 27 years old. He has not been concussed like a million times, like Mark Hunt
Yes.
or Overeem.
5-6 times already.
No, but I said a million. In heavyweight, when you get concussed enough times, your chin gets better. Remember Arlovsky. Also, the older you get, the better you get.
That's funny.
So he has time. He just needs to. I know I'm not gonna say it because it's really
Yeah, no,
it's extremely bad taste. So I'm just gonna say it.
I think with heavyweight, like everyone knocks each other out easy, and then at a certain point after whatever number of fights, they just kind of realize, you know what? I can fight in a way that doesn't get me hit.
I just think that they embrace death to the point that they're like, you know what? Any shot is going to knock me out, so may as well go in there. I mean, Overeem just knocked out a guy that is like 26 years old.
Yep.
That shit shouldn't happen.
To be fair, he did it on the ground.
Well, but in sports, the story of sports is that younger people come in and then there is a turnover, but somehow light heavyweight and heavyweight in the UFC or in mixed martial arts in general just refuse to abide by that. Like these old fossils just keep hanging in there and somehow they keep getting better.
Well,
So
I think part of it is that and with this we'll actually end the show. I think a big part of it is that in MMA, you know, there is a significant skill difference between the guys who have been there veterans for a long time and the new up and comers. That's just is guys who've been training for 2, 3, 4 years. Just it's not possible to build up that wealth of skill and technical well springs that these guys have. Like you're just not going to be a guy who's been training for 2 years and have either the takedown defense of Jose Aldo or the striking offensive striking capability of Robbie Lawler or whatever it is. You just won't have that. It doesn't exist. It's not possible. Meanwhile, in classic stick and ball sports, there's a lifetime of training before you make it to the professional level. You know what I mean?
Yes, that is a fair point.
It's a literal lifetime of high level, intense professional training and competition that you get beforehand. And the closest analog are people coming from other combat sports. But if you're coming from other combat sports, you're still lacking in a significant portion of the game needed to be a significantly good fighter. So
yeah,
Gokhan Saki, perfect example. He's just, even though he got knocked out on the feet, number one, by Khalil Roundtree. And like what I'm saying is like he came with a wealth of striking experience, but at the same time, it's not like his ground game is going to light the world on fire. So that's what I think is a huge difference. Is you're able to hang around because you always have something you could do to your younger opponents. And keep in mind, we're just not working with the same level of athletic specimens.
I was about to say that. I mean, like, even at heavyweight, if you have a skill advantage and the other guy just isn't, like mind-numbingly fast,
the
skill advantage is probably going to come through.
And Overeem is still probably among the top 10 best athletes at heavyweight still. Like, who's better, Dos Santos, Ngannou?
Junior makes me sad.
Blade is fast in a straight line, not the hand speed, but
But Overeem is still really fast.
Yeah, no, he is.
Yeah, like he's lost like 3 steps, and it's still better than all of them. So I just think let's just let Overeem juice again.
Is that your solution to make heavyweight great again?
Do you want Stipe to tap for real this time?
Yeah. And with that, I think we will end the MMAngst podcast, episode 4. Once again, thank you all for listening. Might have gone a little bit longer than we wanted to with this insane topic choice we've made, but hopefully you've enjoyed. I've been your host, Ben Cohn. Bilal and Alejandro, say goodnight.
Later. Buenas noches.
Night, night.
Say it in Arabic. Say it in Arabic.
Assalamu alaikum. Like the
Alaikum
Muslim
salam.
one. You knew.
Yeah.
Yes, alaikum salam. I learned that from a Brazilian soap opera.
I have to stop the broadcast. You have to stop talking for 3 seconds.
Yeah, Nahamo.
Hold on. I'm leaving this in, by the way.